Let's be honest, the handheld gaming market is getting crowded. Meron tayong Steam Deck, ROG Ally, and Lenovo Legion Go. All promising PC-level power sa ating kamay. Pero here's the twist. Hindi nahabol ni Nintendo ang powerful specs. Instead, yung habol nila is makapagbigay ng saya sa atin ng mga users. And that is why Nintendo Switch 2 has become one of the most talked about consoles this 2025. Today, we will find out if Nintendo's strategy still works in a world obsessed of power and performance. So this is the Nintendo Switch 2, and in this video, mag-unbox tayo, itetest natin yung kanyang features, discover hidden tricks, and see kung worth it pa rin ba siya, especially now that the competition's getting tougher than ever. By the way, we will be giving away 500 pesos GCash to 3 lucky subscribers. So make sure na naka-follow kayo sa amin kasi sa next video, i-announce namin kung sino yung winners. And comment down below kung ano yung nagustuhan nyo kay Nintendo Switch 2. Now, simulan na natin to. So yung kanyang packaging feels clean, compact, and premium. So opening it up, una nating makikita is the console itself. Very sleek, lightweight, at kitang-kita sa design yung classic Nintendo. So inside the box, meron tayong the new Joy-Con 2 controllers, a USB-C charging brick, a 1.5 meters Type-C cable, Joy-Con 2 straps and covers, HDMI 2.0 cable that supports 4K up to 120 frames per second, and the Joy-Con grip, Nintendo dock, and user manual. Minimalist packaging pero solid yung contents. Now, this is iconic. The new Joy-Con 2 controllers comes with a matte texture and a slightly larger grip. At kapag i-slide natin siya sa console, grabe, very satisfying. Actually, para siyang ASMR for gamers. Pwede mo siyang ulit-ulitin kasi yung sound niya is ang sarap pakinggan. So this new magnetic locking system makes the attachment smoother and more secure, with a safety release button dito sa likod. So hindi tayo matatakot na baka biglang matanggal yung ating Joy-Cons kasi maganda yung pagkakalaki niya sa console. Pwede mo rin siya gamitin with the Joy-Con grip for a traditional controller layout. Perfect for dock gaming kung mas prefer nyo yung feeling of using controllers like the PlayStation or the Xbox. By the way, I accidentally snapped the wrong controller. So nagtaka ako bakit baliktad. Yun pala, naikabit ko itong blue dito sa orange and same goes with the other one. So gumagana naman siya. Yun nga lang, baliktad yung screen, pati na rin yung controls. Pero, eto yung bagong game changer. You can now turn your Joy-Cons into a mouse. Meron kasing sensor si Joy-Con ng pareho ng nasa mouse. Once ma-detect ni Joy-Con na may nakaharang or may nakatakip dito sa sensor, i-consider na niya na ginagamit siya sa mouse. So lalabas na yung kanyang cursor. Kahit ipatong ko lang siya dito sa kamay, lalabas na yung kanyang cursor. Pwede mo ring i-adjust yung sensitivity, pwedeng high, medium, and low. And what is cool is pwede mong gamitin yung kahit na alin dito sa dalawang Joy-Cons as a mouse. Great for navigating news and casual games. Oh, and if ever naman na mawala mo yung isang controller or nakalimutan mo kung saan mo nilagay yung isang mong Joy-Con, aminin natin, nangyayari talaga yan. Just go to controllers, then search for controllers, then tap and hold Joy-Con na icon. Then magva-vibrate yung nawawala mong Joy-Con at magre-ring. O, diba? And you might ask kung gaano kalayo yung kanyang detection. Syempre, tinest namin yan. So from our office hanggang dito sa studio, more or less 20 meters, nagre-ring pa rin at nagva-vibrate yung ating Joy-Con. And bonus tip, pwede mong gamitin itong isang Joy-Con para hanapin itong nawawalang isang Joy-Con. Ang galing, di ba? And make sure na naka-turn on yung vibration para mas ramdam mo yung gameplay at mas immersive talaga. So the Switch 2 has a 7.9 HDR LCD display with variable refresh rate of up to 120Hz, giving noticeably smoother gameplay and deeper contrasts. Yung laki niya para na siyang small tablet. Colors are punchy and brightness is strong. And yung kanya namang motion response is incredibly fast for a handheld console. Dito sa likod, we have the rear kickstand which is sturdy and kaya mag-tilt ng up to 150 degrees, making tabletop mode very flexible. So for ports, meron tayong dalawang USB-C ports. Meron tayo dito sa taas, meron din tayo dito sa baba. Meaning, pwede ka mag-charge while playing and pwede ka mag-connect ng accessories like controllers and cameras nang sabay-sabay. So overall, the design feels refined, balanced, and built for handheld and docked play. Upon powering on, yung una mong manunotice is the screen. It's brighter, sharper, and smoother than ever. The display supports HDR and 120Hz refresh rate. giving games like Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Pokemon Arceus a crisp and fluid look. At kapag nakadock naman, kaya nito magbigay ng outputs of up to 4K at 60 frames per second. And kaya din itong isagad sa 120 FPS on compatible TVs. So the dock itself has an HDMI port, LAN port, and this is something that will help keep the performance stable during long gaming sessions. It's quiet, efficient, and clearly designed with gamers in mind. The Switch 2 comes with a 256GB of internal storage, which is a big leap from the previous model. Expandable pa rin siya via microSD express cards, pero take note, older versions of the microSD cards ay hindi gagana dito. But in return, mas mabilis na yung kanyang read and write speeds, so load times are noticeably shorter. Mas smooth na rin yung kanyang transitions between the big titles. One of the coolest features this year is the GameChat. Just press the small C button and you can instantly voice chat with friends. Kahit pa na iba yung nilalaro nilang game. Para siyang built-in Discord sa Switch ecosystem. Pwede ka rin mag-plug ng USB-C camera para sa GameChat, pero it is sold separately. And it is actually a nice addition. Currently, itong si GameChat is still free, pero by March 2026, it will require a Nintendo online subscription. Alright, so it's time for the real test. Let's start with the Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Actually, napakaganda ng kanyang visuals, very nostalgic, very lively yung kanyang colors, motion is incredibly smooth, and the 120Hz display, grabe. Napaka-smooth talaga ng every jump and napakaganda ng animation. Yung improved HDR naman niya adds a nice punch to the environment. Also, nagtry tayo ng multiplayer gameplay dito kay Super Mario. Kailangan lang natin i-set or i-configure yung dalawang Joy-Cons para gumana siya as two separate controllers. Next, we're jumping into Pokemon Legends Arceus. Yung open world design ay talaga nagbe-benefit from the Switch 2's new hardware. Less pop-in, better frame consistency, and load times are faster than the previous model. One thing lang na napansin ko is medyo malaki yung lagayan ng kanyang game card. Kasi kapag inopen natin tong kanyang case holder, ito lang yung laman niya. At kapag nakadock naman, ang ganda ng kanyang pagka-scale up to 4K without losing any sharpness or color accuracy. Yung gameplay naman niya is very responsive and stable across both modes. Plus yung transition niya from handheld to dock mode is instant. Walang delay, tsaka walang frame drop. Again, I highly recommend using a screen protector if you're docking frequently. Kasi yung paulit-ulit na sliding motion ay pwedeng makapag-cause ng fine scratches on the display over time. Mas mabuti na rin na hindi maabot ng mga bata yung ating dock kasi hindi siya ganun ka-sturdy. If ever lang naman na baka mahulog or madaganan yung ating dock, sigurado talaga na masisigira siya. Overall, gameplay feels fluid. Patuloy talaga na pinaprioritize ni Nintendo ang fun and accessibility over raw specs. And honestly, it works. Okay, now it's time for some practical tips and hidden settings. So the first one, go to settings, then go to users, and skip selection users. Para every time na maglo-load ka ng games, diretso na, hindi na siya mag-ask kung aling users yung gagamitin natin. So there will be no user selection delay. Next is go to settings, then Bluetooth audio. So you can now connect your AirPods, Galaxy Buds, or Bluetooth speakers. And finally, after how many years, supported na siya ni Switch 2. Next is show your battery percentage. So just go to settings, system, console battery, and turn it on. Para lagi mo nakikita kung gaano pa katagal yung ating battery. And for longer battery life, pwede nating i-lower yung brightness, pwede nating i-turn off yung 120Hz kung hindi naman kinakailangan, disable the HDR for simpler games, and yes, pwede din nating enable yung stop charging at 90%. Para mas tumagal yung ating battery health for over the years. And need power on the go? Huwag kang mag-alala kasi si Switch 2 pwede natin gawing power bank. Just connect your Type-C cable dito kay Switch 2, then i-connect natin sa ating phone and mag-charge na yung ating mobile phone. Astig, di ba? So, andito na tayo sa isa sa magandang part ng ating video, which is the hidden tricks na hindi alam ng most of the players or users. So, the first one is the button secrets. So, kapag gigisingin mo si console from sleep mode, try pressing different buttons at mapapansin mo na meron silang unique sound effects. Pwede din nating iswap yung A and B buttons sa settings, then controls. Perfect to if sanay ka sa PlayStation and Xbox layout. Then, meron tayo ditong screenshot button to capture images. At kung gusto naman nating mag-record ng video, kailangan lang nating i-long press or i-hold yung ating screenshot button para ma-record yung last 30 seconds ng ating gameplay. Pwede din nating enable yung zoom mode. Just go to settings, accessibility, and zoom. Para naman ma-activate to, just double press the home button para ma-magnify yung ating screen. Now for the game sharing. Go to accounts.nintendo.com and create a family group. Dito, pwede ka mag-invite ng friend or family account. Then go to your Switch and go to your virtual game cards and choose lend to a family member. So yung pinahiram mong game is magagamit ng yung family member for 14 days, then automatically nababalik to sa'yo. And for the game share multiplayer, go to local wireless, then game share. Now your friend selects join game share, and now you can play the same game together kahit na isa lang yung may-ari ng laro. And now for the dock settings that you should turn on. 4K output for compatible TVs, 120Hz mode for smoother gameplay, and Match TV power state. Just plug in the switch and your TV turns on automatically. And for the automatic uploads, just go to settings, gallery, then enable automatic uploads. Then you can also download the Nintendo Switch app on your phone. So every screenshots or clips uploads instantly, ready to save and to share via mobile. And now for the console lock feature. Just go to settings, system, and then console lock. Just add a password to protect your games and saves. Perfect if may bata kang kasama. And yes, backward compatibility is still here. Most physical and digital games from the original Switch works perfectly, pero not 100%. So, kailangan i-check muna natin yung compatibility list before upgrading. But still, ang daming classic games na playable agad, which makes the transition seamless. So, eto yung mga nag-stand out sa akin sa Nintendo Switch 2. First is it has sharper and smoother 7.9-inch HDR display, magnetic Joy-Cons with ergonomic design, mouse and Joy-Con fine features, dual USB-C ports with reverse charging, the 4K dock output, GameChat plus Bluetooth audio, digital game sharing plus family group, and the smart battery limit plus console lock. So overall, it is balanced, flexible, and fun for both casual and competitive gamers. But of course, not everything is perfect. So for this Switch 2, it requires microSD express cards, wherein yung old ones ay hindi nagagana. The USB-C camera is sold separately, and not all titles are supported. And it is still not as powerful as the PC handhelds. Pero let's be honest, Nintendo is not about the brute force, it's about the creativity and experience. The Nintendo Switch 2 proves one thing. Hindi mo kailangan ng pinakamalakas na specs para mag-enjoy. What matters is the fun, the community, and the Nintendo magic. For returning players, this is a must upgrade. But for the newcomers, this is the best version of the Switch experience ever made. Power wins benchmarks, but Nintendo still wins hearts. At dito nagtatapos yung ating full review of the Nintendo Switch 2. So ano sa tingin nyo? Eto pa rin ba yung best console for family and casual gaming? Or mas trip nyo yung PlayStation or Xbox experience? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon kasi up next, we'll be doing a full gaming test at i-announce na rin natin yung ating 3 winners ng ating 500 pesos GCash. And it's me again, your Kuya Arns, and this is Outward Communications, and see you on our next video.